Testing. Good evening and welcome to Hughes Stadium for another presentation of KBFT Sports. Tonight on the docket, we've got a huge Capital Athletic League matchup between the Rio Americano Raiders and the Christian Brothers Falcons. These two fierce women's soccer clubs come into this game both 4-0 in league, tied atop the league standings. Now, my name is Mark Powers and I'm joined by Colin McCarley tonight. And he is going to kick us off tonight with the first three keys of the game.
Three keys. The first one would definitely be to keep ball possession. The Falcons really need to keep hold of the ball to make sure they defeat these Rio Americano Raiders tonight. Other one is really to spread through the wings. We really want to see them spread up through that wings, as that's what the formation really accounts for. Mark, what have you been seeing here so far tonight?
Tonight I've seen a little back and forth play. The Falcons have a couple shots on goal. The Raiders have a couple shots on goal as well. So we are about 7 minutes into this Capital Athletic League matchup. And it's really been fair play between two teams that come in looking very fair on paper, very even teams. Rio Americano enters the game with an overall record of 10-0-2. A very impressive pre-league season and a very impressive start to the league season. And very impressive start to the league season for the Raiders as they have blown out every single team they've played so far in league, especially a 10-0 win over Mira Loma. But the Falcons have also been very dominant in league as they beat Mira Loma 8-0 as well, and also had a huge victory here at Hughes Stadium 2-1 last week. And so we are in for an absolute doozy tonight, Colin.
We definitely are, Mark. Looks like there's going to be a foul there on the Christian Brothers Falcons, about 20 yards out from the goal. 25. A little bit of pushing here early. We hope to see this game not get very pushy, but it could, as it's a very strong matchup between these two.
Yeah, I'm really expecting this to be a physical game as Lauren Town is there for the big save. The sophomore goalie has been a huge component for the Falcons' defense so far this season. They've done a really great job of keeping goals off the scoreboard. Including Haley Green, the center back, has also done a great job on that back line for the Falcons, keeping balls out of the back of the net.
It's nicely done to chase that through ball down there by Annie Barber. Glad to see she's back out there today.
Diaz is going to bring up the first corner of the evening for the Raiders. In fact, the first corner of the evening for either side. As the players start to trek their way into the box.
Nice cross there, but Lauren Town brings it in. She's got to play it out quick here. Looks like she has Kaylee Kelly open downfield, but she's unable to get the ball, and it will fall to the Rio's goalkeeper.
Kelly looks to be up there as the striker position as Macy Backridge controls the ball in the midfield and looks to start the Falcons' attack. Kaylee Kelly's really been a big player, a senior, here on the Falcons' attack this season as they're going to look to play through her. I'm excited to see what the senior Kelly, along with the tandem of Macy Backridge and Emma Thompson on the right wing, can do against this Raider defense.
These Falcons are quite young with a great mix of sophomores and juniors, and a few steady players here from seniors. Glad to see us mixing around. Hopefully a good future for the Falcons here.
Indeed, looking around the pitch, I spot senior starters Kayla Stevens at left back. Haley Green, the senior, the 4-year varsity player at center back. Emma Thompson is playing right wing this evening for the Falcons. Kaylee Kelly is playing center striker for the Falcons this evening.
And Julia Atley will also be back in that back line. That back line's been very solid for the Falcons this year, not giving up many goals.
Indeed, the back line, including three seniors, has really been a strength of the Falcons team. That experience has clearly paid off. So the Falcons, after getting off to a slow start of the season, have not lost since December 5th Actually, which was the last time we did a quality broadcast here from Hughes Stadium. The Falcons were defeated 2-1 by Pleasant Grove that evening. But they have not lost since, as we are now here on January 23rd. Oh, it's been a long time since these Lady Falcons lost a game. During that stretch, they have 4 wins and 2 ties. As Emma Thompson has a beautiful steal and is looking for Kaylee Kelly up the sideline.
Gonna need to push that through ball out a little bit more, so just out of the reach of Kaylee Kelly and into the hands of the defender.
A great steal there by Annie Barber. And she is looking for Kelly down the right side.
That's a great run on by Kaylee Kelly, just unable to get there. This will be a Rio Americano goal kick. It's good to see that defense getting involved in the offense. Really need that for good continuity throughout the team.
Yeah, I'm expecting for the Falcons to look to try and create scoring chances off of turnovers. So in the transition game, it's much easier to go against a defense that isn't quite set yet. A back line that's set for Rio Americano could be a really a tough task for the Falcons to try to get through. In league play, Rio Americano has scored 24 goals and only given up 1 goal so far in their first 4 games of league, Colin. That's really an impressive statistic from the Raiders.
It's quite impressive, Mark.
It's a testament to great goalkeeping as well as a great back line and an offense that can really control the ball and take the pressure off that back line.
Definitely, I think the key there is taking the pressure off of that defensive line. When they're able to push up more, it allows them to be more active in the offense and really play to their highest potential.
As Christian Brothers loses possession on that throw-in, but gains it right back as Julie Atlee taps back to Lauren Town. It's going to look to reset the Falcons' offense. Kelly in there with a little bit of a scrum there. Number 12, Riley Rossi of the Raiders. She controls it as Annie Barber is looking for a teammate to pass, and she has Macy Backridge, but the referee is going to break up the attack. Going to call a foul against the Raiders. Number 16, Haley Semku. Just a little too aggressive there, Colin.
She's looking to set the tone for the Raiders here tonight. She is their captain.
And as we talked about earlier, really, these teams have been rivals for a couple years. I know a lot of girls know each other from playing club and also just playing in past years, and I'm expecting this to be a physical battle here between 2 really competitive Sac Joaquin Capital Athletic League clubs. That through ball is looking for the right winger there, but Haley Green will see it out of bounds. The Falcons will reset. So we are now about 15 minutes into this crucial Capital Athletic League matchup tonight from Hughes Stadium. Really up and down game. Say the possession has been about 50-50. The Falcons did a good job controlling the ball against a Rio Americano team that looks really impressive on paper. That's a tough turnover there for the Falcons as the Rio is going to take control in the Falcons' final third. It's number 16 fires towards the goal with Lauren Town. Watches it trickle out of bounds. And it will be a Falcon goal kick.
Really good awareness there of where the post was so she could let it roll out of bounds instead of trying to make a difficult catch off of the spinning ball.
That was the captain, Haley Semku, on the shot there from the Raiders. She was trying to fire from way downtown. Just a little off target. Junior midfielder Macy Package has been really active tonight, Colin.
She really has. She's really the heart of that midfield there. She scored 3 goals this season and has been playing really well here tonight.
Yeah, she was the leading scorer last year for the Falcons. Well, excuse me, she was the second leading scorer behind striker Sophia Lewis, who is now off and just completed a successful freshman season at the University of Toledo in Ohio, and she helped lead her team to a MAC championship, actually. So great job to Sophia. The Falcons a star from last year, but the Falcons are doing just fine without her so far this season. Emma Thompson just couldn't come up with that one. Pass there by Annie Barber. The great break up there by the Raiders is number 13. Emma Davis has had the ball for about 40 yards, and she's still going, taking on the entire Falcon defense. But Annie Barber is there to break it up. And Camille Lidster kicks over to Megan Harrison. And the Rio Americano tries to restart their attack. I see all 10 of the 11 Falcon players there were inside the defensive final third there, Colin.
Looking to track defenders back, trying to prevent the play on goal. That was a hard foul there from the middle defender of Rio Americano. Straight shoulder to Kaylee Kelly. That'll be a kick from about the 50-yard line for the Falcons.
And it looks like the senior leader, Kaylee Green, try to reset the Falcons' offense. She was looking for Annie Barber here on the right wing. But Barber was not able to come up with that one. It's going to trickle out of bounds. The Raiders will have a throw in here about 20 minutes into the first half here from Hughes Stadium. We are currently goalless and have not had a whole lot of quality scoring chances, Colin, tonight. Why do you think that is?
Both teams are playing great defense here tonight, trying to keep the ball in the middle of the field. Neither team is trying to give up either way and let an early chance go through. One of those early chances could spell doom for either one of these teams.
Indeed, a real key tonight. We've seen who strikes first. I know in all of the Falcons' last 4 wins, they have struck first in each game in league as well as Rio Americano. So that'll certainly be a key. Something to watch for here tonight from Hughes Stadium. Haley Green with there with a great control, great trap, and she reset the she thwarted the Raider attack there as Annie Barber. It's challenged, but just trickles off the touchline.
That's a great through ball there. The Rio Americano defense just able to get there. Well played there from number 16, Emma Thompson.
In the games I've seen of the Falcons so far this season, Colin, I've really noticed that on offense they really like to go for those long passes, the long through balls, rather than the short passes, the short combinations. But they're trying to hit a strike gold all at once.
If you have that speed up top, it's definitely worth trying to play a couple through balls through. Try and get some early strikes and catch that defense off guard.
A great steal there by Haley Green. She kicks over to her teammate Emma Thompson. It's Haley Green and Emma Thompson have been teammates for years. Play for the San Juan Spirits, I believe they're called. San Juan, I know that's for sure. But I know they've been teammates for more than 4 years of high school. It's Kaylee Kelly. That was not Kaylee Kelly, but it's number 14.
Ainsley Carroll with the shot.
There you go. That was a poor shot there from Carroll's. But they never tested the Rio keeper. We don't know who she is. Not gonna look at base.
Here comes Macy. She had quite a few players in support, but chose to dribble it in instead. Taylor Hammond with a poor choice there and try and beat her defender instead of just getting the pass off. Americano's coming down the field.
There's a
and
great.
Lauren Town is able to corral the ball in the box.
I thought that was a great play there by Haley Green to kind of box out the
Shield the ball, Mark.
shield the ball.
Great
There's
job
the
to shield
turn.
the ball there, Mark, to
Thank you.
get it straight to the goalkeeper.
Thank you, soccer player. Shielding the ball there from the Raider attacker. Allow Lauren Town to pick it up with ease. That shot.
It's a strong shot there from Camille Lidster, but it's going to sail well wide of the post.
That shot never had a chance there from Lister Colin. Although, Lidster is second on the team in goals this season. She has scored 8 goals. A really impressive number. Doubles the leading total for the Falcons so far this season. The Raiders have really been absolutely prolific on offense through their first 12 games.
Comes 13, Emma Davis down the middle again. And she will be able to get a shot off, but it'll be deflected by senior Haley Green and falls straight to Lauren Townsend. Annie Barber with some great defense over on the side.
I'm really looking for junior midfielder Macy Backridge to make a huge impact tonight for the Falcons. The University of Idaho commit has 3 goals this season despite playing in only 6 games and has been an impact player since she has recovered from that early season ankle injury. And I think a big reason why the Falcons struggled in their first couple games was because they were missing Backridge, who really does a great job of controlling the play in the middle of the field and pressuring opposing midfielders and opposing strikers.
Not only that, Mark, but losing that chemistry of your starting midfielder in the middle of that field who plays the ball out wide. It's really hard to be creative with the ball.
Certainly, midfield is definitely one of the most essential positions, and playing without your midfielder is really a difficult thing. The Falcons have gone through that rough patch, and we're hoping for no more injuries here for the Lady Falcons.
Well done by stepping up there for Julia Atley as she takes it down the field. Has a couple of options, and she'll send it right into a Rio defender. Great defensive play there from Atley, but I'd like to see a better decision there in the end.
Yeah, it can be easy, especially as both these teams. The Capital Athletic League is not one of the stronger soccer leagues for sure. Some teams like Mira Loma and Casa Roble definitely struggle. So I'm sure for those games sometimes it's hard for these top flight teams to get that energy up. But they have clearly had no problem getting their energy up. Both teams have come out playing hard and looking excited as if they really looked forward to this game all week.
There's a definite division between the top tier and the bottom tier of the Capital Athletic League. And it's good to see the Falcons didn't play down any of their levels and kept up the intensity in those games and brought even more intensity to the game against these 2 top flight teams here in Rio and the Christian Brothers.
Indeed, both these teams come in on 5-game winning streaks. They're really proven to be evenly matched so far in the first 25-30 minutes here from Hughes Stadium. As we are here on a beautiful night for soccer. Temperatures currently sitting about 50, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Hardly any wind. And it's just a beautiful night for some ladies football.
It is indeed, Mark.
As Lauren Town prepares to send this ball away, and hopefully the Falcons can get something going on offense. But instead, the Raiders are going to control it here on the left side, going up the left sideline. It's like that's number 2, Sophia Carperos with the fancy moves. The ball is going to trickle off the touchline. It's going to be a Rio Americano throw. Oh, as the ball bounces over Lauren Town's head, but she recovers to make a great stop. Wow, the turf monster got Town there as the ball bounced over her head. She was not anticipating such a big bounce on this hard surface. And Rio Americano striker had a shot there, but Town recovered and dove on that ball, saving a goal. Huge play there by Lauren Town.
Ball will roll out of bounds for a Rio Americano throw. Nice trap there from Haley Green. Another Rio Americano throw. Camille Lidster will just unable to control it and will dribble it straight out of bounds.
Yeah, Lidster's done a poor job of controlling the ball, as both teams kind of have so far tonight. That ball bounces off the Americano midfielder, and the Falcons are going to have another throw. But Lidster comes as a second leading scorer for the Raiders. I've really expected more from him tonight. As Kayla Stevens finds Emma Thompson. As that ball rockets off of number 9. Number 9, Ciara Nesbitt of the Raiders. And it was all the way out of bounds. Lauren Town is going to reset the game, as I feel like she's done a lot tonight. There's been a lot of Falcon goal kicks this evening so far. Colin?
There has been, Mark. It's been on the Falcons' end a lot this half, as the offense has not played very well. They've had a couple of chances, but have been able to convert, and they really need to work on getting that ball back up top.
Yeah, definitely in the first 5-10 minutes, the Falcons did a good job of controlling possession, had the ball in the Raiders' final third. But it seems so far in the last 10-15 minutes, the Raiders have absolutely dominated possession. They've really been playing in the Falcon end. And that can only go on so long before the Raiders are definitely going to break through. So the Falcons need to regain control of possession. Start to pass the ball better. Annie Barber has a nice find there. Macy Backridge. Macy Backridge has done a lot of dribbling tonight.
She really needs to start looking for that pass. She's got support with her. It's going out of bounds for a Falcons throw.
Haley Green with a great defensive play over on the far sideline. She really pressured the Rio Americano attacker, Nesbitt. Forced her to lose possession and turn it into Falcons ball. Need more plays like that going forward here for the Falcons for sure. As it looks like Coach Rudy Ruvalcaba is warming up his first substitute of the evening. Correction.
Oh, that's going to be a tough foul there from Annie Barber. I didn't see much there. Just looked like they were a little tangled up, and Rio player fell first. Ref will call this a foul right outside the 18.
Definitely a questionable call there for sure, Colin. So it looks like number 16, Haley Semku will take this free kick from about 17 yards out. As that Falcon wall is preparing to try to stop it. Semku fires, but it is up just over the crossbar. The field goal was good, Colin, but not the goal.
Aimed for the wrong upright on that one, Mark.
Yeah, Semku definitely had a little bit too much adrenaline there going. She was definitely trying to get that breakthrough goal. Here, that would have been huge for the Raiders. As we talked about earlier, whoever strikes first in this game is really gonna go a long way in determining who eventually wins tonight at Hughes Stadium. Macy Backridge with an athletic play. It's gonna gain a free kick. Her and number 13, Emma Davis, went up for that ball, contested it. Backridge got her foot on it and got the free kick call as well.
It's going to be a poor kick there, and Rio Americano will capitalize on it. Well done tracking back from Haley Green. It's going to be a missed opportunity there for the Falcons to try and get some movement on offense. As Rio's been in their end quite a lot lately.
Yeah, Green has definitely made multiple crucial defensive stops for the Falcons so far tonight. She has been a big player in keeping a 0 on the board for the Raiders, but the Raiders are going to have another free kick here. This one's going to be about 30 yards out.
And we're going to see number 19, Marin Wright, take it this time. So right, a nice ball in. No one's able to get a head on it. It'll just sail right through both the defense and the offense. Be a Falcons goal kick.
Yeah, Wright spun that ball right into the box.
Truly a great ball there, Mark. Sad to see nobody get a header on it. For them, for us, it was great. Here comes Rio. Haley Green able to just tap it away for a corner kick. Number 8, Malia Evans, was threatening. She is their leading goal scorer this year for the Raiders.
Another great play there. Another great play there by Green to stop another Falcon or another Raider offensive threat. So that ball spun into the box. Lauren Town reaches up and snags that one, and she is off and firing. It's Kaylee Kelly who takes the ball at about the halfway line.
Good job to look back for your support there instead of trying to force it. Someone's coming up on Emma's tail, and she'll send a nice through ball. A little bit of miscommunication there from Emma and Kaylee, and it'll fall to Rio Americano's goalkeeper. Number 0, Sydney Haggard. It'll go right back, and Rio will threaten. Falcons able to control it, get it outside. Annie Barber looking for something to do with the ball. Nice idea there for the through ball to Emma Thompson.
Yeah, but another pass there is broken up by the Raiders. Seems like it's been a theme all night. The Falcons have not done a good job of putting together successful, clean passes inside of the Rio Americano end, but
Really
number 5, Taylor Hammond, is going to draw a free kick there.
Really need to work on winning those 50-50 balls there, Mark.
Certainly, I think that's definitely a huge key for the Falcons tonight. Macy Backer's going to take this free kick from about 40 yards out. Her shot is on goal, but it is saved by number 0, Sydney Haggard.
Well done to put it on frame there. You never know what's going to happen with the goalie, whether they're going to drop it or not.
And that's one of the only Falcon shots that has been on target so far this evening.
It's going to be another foul on the Falcons. I did not see anything there, Mark, but the ref will call it nonetheless.
Yeah, this game has become a little more physical in the last 5 minutes. I think the referee is going to try and be a little stricter with his whistles going forward to make sure this game does not get out of hand as Taylor Hammond is challenging for that ball. She makes a great play. Finds Kaylee Kelly on the right sideline.
Great play to save that. Keep that in bounce there. That ball's going to kick off of Annie Barber for a corner kick.
It's going to bring up the 4th corner kick tonight for the Raiders, who have really just absolutely lived in the Falcon offensive end in the last 20 minutes. It seems like the Falcons are really just trying to keep the Raiders off the scoreboard. Going to halftime, we'll see if they can make some halftime adjustments. Try and control possession better in the second half as time is winding down here in the first half from Hughes Stadium. We are under 10 minutes to play in the first half. And again, the Falcons are just unable to control possession. Over on the left side, I believe that was Dior Dubavion. That ball just kicked off of. Give the ball right back to the Raiders. That first touch has really been lacking for the Falcons tonight. They need to do a better job of controlling on the first touch.
Great play there from the Falcons as Annie Barber comes down the side. She is chased down from Emma Davis, though. Here comes Macy Backridge up the middle. And that ball is stolen yet again from a retreating Rio defender.
Yeah, Backridge is really just a one-man wrecking crew. She was looking for a foul right outside the 18 box, but might have been a little bit of a dive there by Backridge. But I think there was definitely some contact that caused her to go down. The referee didn't call a dive or a foul. They play on as Backridge controls on the right sideline. It's going to be a Falcon throw-in.
Good to see the Falcons keeping the ball down here in Rio's end. Putting some pressure on that defense. Spoke a little too soon there as it is stolen.
The announcer jinx strikes.
Falcons do a great job to get it right back up there, though.
A great play there by Haley Green to stop that attack. Macy Backridge falls to the ground again.
This time she will get the foul. It's going to be junior Annie Barber on the kick.
Backridge is really a tough player to handle for any opposing defense. Emma Thompson has the ball.
She will be called offsides there. Just by a foot.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that call, though, Colin. That seemed to me like she was on sides, but referee disagreed, and that's the reason why I'm not the referee, and they are. So we're going to go with their call. And the Raiders with an absolute bomb. But Kayla Stevens, nice job to play the ball over to Julia Atley. Just going to clear it. The Falcons are going to retain possession.
And that ball is just barely going to stay in bounds.
Backridge is intercepted there. She was looking for Kaylee Kelly.
Raiders are going to send that one just a little too far for that offense. going to be easily picked up by Lawrentown.
I think that's the story of the night, Colin. Every single pass has been a little off, a little too long, a little too short, or a little to the left or a little to the right. And it's allowed for the opposing team to intercept passes on both sides.
Both teams here definitely practice on grass, and going from grass to turf definitely changes things, as the ball moves a lot slower on grass. So might be overhitting it a little. Try and make up for that.
And now, since soccer is a winter sport here in all of California, that development happening last season, all teams are mandated to play their games on turf, as no one's really trying to play any mud games during these rainy Northern California winters, but it's definitely changing the play. As Rio Americano is into the final third. That shot is blocked by Lawrentown. What an incredible save by Town. And it's going to bring up a corner kick for the Raiders, but Town did an absolutely amazing job to dive towards the post.
Town did a great job there covering her near post. Sometimes it's easy to step away from that near post to cover that cross. And the Rio Americano forward almost snuck it in there. But Lawrentown was in great position, made a great save.
Yeah, Town, this 5'11" sophomore, used all 5 feet and 11 inches to stop that shot. The Falcons are trying to clear this one. And they will, and it's going to bring us to the end of the first half here from Hughes Stadium. Falcons 0, Raiders 0. What are you looking forward to going forward in the second half?
Hopefully some goals from our Falcons here and keep this shutout here. We've seen a lot from Lawrentown and a lot from the midfield, but we really need these forwards to step up, start winning these 50-50 balls on all our kicks. And that's it for me, Mark. Hoping to see some goals here in the second half, make it a little exciting for us.
As far as second half adjustments from Coach Rudy Ruvalcaba for the Falcons, are you expecting anything to look a little bit differently?
On offense, I'd definitely say to be a little more aggressive. They've been holding back a little bit, trying to keep away from those fouls, but the ref's been calling a lot. And I'd keep an eye out for all our forwards here tonight.
Indeed, and so stay tuned. We will be back in 10 minutes with the second half here from Hughes Stadium. At the half, Christian Brothers 0, Rio Americano 0. And we're back here from Hughes Stadium as the Falcons will begin the second half with possession. They've done a good job. A couple combination passes here so far. So we're looking for a few more chances on goal here early in the second half. Colin, how are the Falcons going to create that? So the Raiders are into the Falcons' end, but the referee stops play. We have an offside on the Raiders. Thorntown again is going to boot it out of the Falcons. 18-yard box. Seems like she's been doing that all night long. Some halftime substitution. I noticed Kennedy early in at right back. She controls that ball.
It's going to be Annabella Roleri on that pass.
Roletti, another second half substitution. Another second half. New substitution number 13, Lexi Rakella, is in at the midfield position for the Falcons. Rakella has not had a whole lot of time so far this season. She is just a freshman here on the varsity team. They've called up to try to make an impact. Just no way. Or Rakella, we'll see what she can do here in the second half. She can make a big difference, try to break through for a Falcon attack that's really been stagnant.
Good word.
So we're sorry about the video trouble. Just an honest mistake up here in the broadcast booth. We're back underway. Not much you guys missed here on this turf, the cold, frozen tundra of Hughes Stadium.
This will be out for a Christian Brothers throw. See if they can make something of this one. We have 3 Falcons swarming around the ball.
So that ball's going to bounce out of bounds off of the junior right back, Kennedy Early. Rio's going to take another throw-in.
Here comes the Rio Americano offense. Falcons able to poke it away and send it right up to Kaylee Kelly, streaking down the sideline. She hasn't got much help, but here comes Ainsley Carroll.
As Carroll finds Mariah Hudna, passes over to Kaylee Kelly. Kaylee Kelly is looking for something.
Nice system move there from Kaylee Kelly, but just get it poked away.
Junior Roletti does a great job to control. And Barber is looking for Dior Dupavillon over there on the right side. But Dupavillon wasn't ready to make a run there. I think the Falcons here in the first 5 minutes of the second half definitely done a better job of controlling possession. They've had more time
ball
with
there
the ball.
from Dior. Ainsley Carroll to Kaylee Kelly. Turns and is unable to get one out. with much power. Does get a shot on goal there, though. Falcons seeing a lot of good pressure here in the beginning of this second half.
Yeah, if I'm Kaylee Kelly, I'm going to look for number 7, Mariah Hudnut was open to her left side with no defender in sight. Instead, Kelly decided to fire a weak shot. The Falcons just, again have the ball, and I think these second half substitutions have done a great job infusing new energy and more energy into this Falcons team.
Definitely a lot of fresh legs out there for the Falcons to start this second half.
That shot is on goal, and it is in! The Rio Americano Raiders take the lead, 1-0.
Very well placed there, just out of reach of the 5'11" Lauren Town. It'll bounce off the post, hit Lauren Town, and then bounce in. Very unfortunate there for the Falcons.
In that scrum, broadcast booth is not sure who. I'm thinking Emma Davis or
Emma Davis was the one with the shot there.
that tipped off of Lauren Town's fingertips, off of the crossbar and in. A fortunate goal for the Raiders, but a goal that is long coming. So they've really been pushing to the Falcons' end all game. And eventually, that was bound to happen, Colin.
It was sad to see it happen that way. It was very unlucky there for the Falcons, bouncing off the post and the goalie.
It's the way things go sometimes here in soccer. A fickle game, for sure. Ooh, and a beautiful fake cross over there by Malia Evans, but she is
Decked
into the turf.
by
That's
Julia
a good
Attlee.
word. They play Christian Brothers football out here during the fall, but it's no longer football season. But someone should.
They switched footballs up here
Yeah.
during the season, Sonia Mark.
That was giving me flashbacks to Christian Brothers football for sure. That was a huge hit there by Julia Attlee.
Good to see the physicality coming out for the Falcons here in this second half.
Yeah, but clearly a legal hit.
Here comes Rio again. Great header there from Malia.
So Evans fires on goal, but Town stops it with a outstretched leg. Evans is still pushing into the goal, and another great save there by Town.
Great to see the quick reactions working here from Lauren Town in that first half carrying over to the second half. It's going to go out here for another Rio Americano corner. It's been quite a lot this game, as they have been pressing the Falcons hard.
It's the Korea Americano corners fired into the box, but Town shoves it away, preventing another Americano scoring opportunity.
Great press there from the Falcons to get the ball back on Rio's side of the field, and Rio will just send it straight back to the Falcons, roll into Lauren Town's hands.
Town has been a busy customer tonight. She has multiple saves and has picked up a lot of rolling balls and made a lot of goal kicks for sure. She's had a lot more work than the Rio Americano goalie, Sydney Hager.
A lot of great saves on the night for Lauren Town. Sad to see she couldn't keep the clean sheet. But she will work to keep that score down to 1. Hopefully the Falcons can get back in this tough league matchup. A little bit of confusion there from the referee, but he eventually points to the corner flag for yet another Rio Americano corner.
appears number 13, Emma Davis, will take this Raider corner kick.
Just skim off the top of a couple of defenders and a Rio offensive player. Christian Brothers has been great at getting the ball up after corners, trying to start up that counterattack. Yet to be successful on one, but good job keeping the pressure on Rio. That'll be another foul on the Falcons. It's like Julia Atley committed this one. This will be number 19, Marin Wright, on the free kick again. We saw her put a great ball in the first half. And another great ball here. But again, none of the Rio players are able to finish it off.
Wow. Number 8, Malia Evans whiffed on the header there. And number 20, Maddie Haggard whiffed on the kick with no Falcons within a couple of yards. That was a beautiful chance for the Raiders to score a goal there, but
it's a wasted opportunity, Mark.
Indeed. There's a perfect saying for the situation. As it appears, Emma Thompson is going to replace Dior Chupavillon. Chupavillon, the Falcons, is leading goal scorer so far this season with 4 goals, but it really has not had a huge impact tonight, as no one on the Falcon offense has had a big impact tonight. As Emma Davis fires on Lauren Town, just over the crossbar. It's going to bring up another Falcon goal kick. This Town is going to have to run all the way back to the fence to go get that ball. I'm not sure where the second ball is at.
Looks like it's right behind the pad for the pole vaulters, Mark.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, with so many shots on goals, they should have three or four balls back there.
Falcons really need to start winning those 50-50 balls or come up with a new play as that one, as Rio just keeps getting possession off of those kicks.
And what I've noticed a lot tonight as well is even when CB gets possession, a lot of times they've just been handing it right back to the Raiders with poor passes.
Definitely need to work on keeping possession here for the Falcons.
This is junior right back. Kennedy Early tried to shield the ball there, but was unsuccessful and is going to allow another Rio Americano corner kick.
A little bit of a questionable call there from the referees. It looked like it bounced off Kennedy Early. We are definitely much too far away to see that for sure.
Yeah, Colin, I don't know how you saw that. I had no idea who that ball was off of, to be honest. It's going to bring up a Raider corner kick. Raiders have 9 girls in the box, but are going to be unsuccessful here.
That is going to be a goal kick here for the Falcons.
Indeed, freshman number 13, Lexi Raquel, did a great job. Forced that ball out of bounds.
And it looks like Christian Brothers junior playmaker is going to come back onto the field, and Macy Backarich as Mariah Hudnut jogs off the field.
The sophomore Hudnut definitely gave the Falcons some good minutes, though. She played about the first 10, 15 minutes of that second half. It provided great energy. We'll see what the fresh legs of Backarich can provide here, as the Falcons really need an equalizer. Number 2, the attacker for the Raiders, fires on Lauren Town, but Lauren Town doesn't even flinch. Secures it with 2 hands.
Looks like for the first time this game, Kaylee Kelly is going to be pushed out to the wing. Macy Backarich will take up that striker position.
So Malia Evans is inside the final third, but her shot is just wide. It's going to bring up another goal kick. So, Colin, you know what I've really noticed here in the second half? The Falcons came out on fire in the first 5 minutes of the second half. They controlled the ball inside the Raider half of the field. They created a couple scoring chances. But since those first 5 minutes, the Raiders have really been living in the Falcons' end. As that continues, here is another pass going to be picked up by Town.
We've definitely seen the ball a lot more on the Falcons' end ever since that goal that the Emma Davis scored for Rio Americano.
Yeah, what I was going to ask you, Colin, is what do the Falcons need to do differently in order to regain possession and create those scoring chances again?
You know, Mark, it really just comes down to ball control. You need to be able to control that ball, get those passes out, either to the side or through the middle, and work on not losing that ball right away. Control the ball, move it up and down.
The Falcons
Good turnover there.
Yeah. Great steal there by Emma Thompson.
Ainsley Carroll was quite offside, but referee will put the flag down as she was not involved in the play. Macy Backridge tries to take a shot on goal, but it will deflect off of two different Rio Americano defenders. And that ball will go bouncing away. It will be a Falcons throw-in once Haley Green gets it back to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Backridge has definitely been a shot of energy since she checked back into the game. About 10 minutes into the second half, chasing around Rio Americano defenders. They try to control the ball. She really is just offense in a bottle. With her athleticism, quickness, and hustle. We'll see if she can break through with a goal. Here's number 13 for the Falcons. Got to fire from a way out. But Sydney Haggard, the freshman goalkeeper, had no trouble with that ball. Scoops it up on the short hop and boots it away.
It's a good job getting to that ball there from Lexi Raquella. Would like to see her do something with that. But the Rio Americano defender was just there to take that ball away. Good through ball there, but Annie Barber was there to thwart that Rio Americano attempt.
That was a great steal there by Annabella Roletti. She has the ball to Backridge, but that ball is going to roll off the touchline. The Falcons are going to retain possession.
Great pressure there from Ainsley Carroll. Good job to not give up on the play. And almost forced that Rio Americano defender into a mistake. Ball is just going to roll out of bounds. The Rio Americano.
And it's really looking like that's what the Falcons are going to need here tonight. In order to score that equalizing goal, they're going to need either the Rio Americano goalie or one of the Rio Americano defenders to make a crucial error that will lead to an easy Falcon goal. Because really just playing, passing and the through balls have not been successful so far tonight. That Raider back line has been flawless. The Falcons are able to win. 50-50 there. Ball there is Kaylee Kelly. Has Macy Backer just going to try to create on offense.
Great job being patient there and looking for the pass. A little bit of a poor effort there to Kaylee Kelly.
Yeah, Kaylee Kelly has played for almost the entirety of this matchup. I'm sure those legs are starting to feel it. As we're about 20 minutes into the second half here from U Stadium. The Raiders got an equalizing goal in the 7th minute of the second half. And the Falcons are currently chasing an equalizer, but have been unsuccessful thus far. Here's number 13, Emma Davis, takes on Kennedy Early, but Kennedy Early, it's a great job to win that one-on-one matchup and win back possession for the Falcons.
Rio Americano's just going to kick that ball out of bounds. It's going to be Falcons throwing deep in Falcons territory.
Yeah, like I was talking about earlier. As soon as Kennedy Early won that possession, she almost instantaneously gave it back to the Raiders with a poor pass. It's really something the Falcons have struggled with here tonight.
Great trap there from Emma Thompson. And that ball will just barely be across the line. The referee did call it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the Falcons were in disagreement there with the side judge.
After a little bit of confusion, it's going to be deemed green ball.
Definitely the right call there. Calling us ball is clearly kicked out of bounds by Annabella Roletti, but this time it'll be Christian Brothers' ball.
Looks like Christian Brothers is going to have a sub here as Annabella Roletti is going to come off and Olivia Ledesma is going to come on for the Falcons.
The senior midfielder Ledesma is looking to bring a little more experience here to the Falcons, who could use a shot of energy for sure, especially in the attacking third where they need a goal to equalize and get some points out of this crucial Capital Athletic League matchup between the two league undefeateds. Both teams coming in here tonight 4-0 in league play. Rio coming in with wins over Casa Roble, Vista del Lago, El Camino, and Mir Loma. The Falcons have wins over all of those same teams.
It's definitely a really good competitive match here. Glad to see Rio Americano stopped in their tracks, as they have just been on a tear throughout this whole league. 24 goals scored and only 1 against. Here comes Lexi Raquella. A great through ball to Emma Thompson. Can she beat the outside? And she's unable to beat the goalkeeper.
Wow. A beautiful through ball there from the freshman Lexi Raquella. She had Emma Thompson, but Emma Thompson just couldn't finish the deal. A great save there by goalkeeper Sydney Haggard. Thompson was frustrated. She could not equalize there. That was definitely the Falcons' best opportunity of the night.
A lot of pressure from both behind and the goalkeeper coming out. She did a great job just to get that shot off. Sad to see she couldn't put it past the goalkeeper.
But after countless long through ball attempts for the Falcons, one of them finally worked. Provides a little hope, but Malia Evans is looking to take that hope right away. But a great steal there by Haley Green. As another through ball has connected. Macy Backridge is running free. She fires, and it's off
the woodwork. What a great shot from Macy Backridge, able to get it over the keeper and on frame. Just very unlucky there to hit off the woodwork.
And just an insane 60-second sequence there. The Falcons had their 2 best chances of the night. Backridge fired there from 25 yards out. Was off the woodwork.
A great heads-up play there from Backridge. Job to pick her head up and see that the goalie was coming out and take that shot early.
Yeah, and Backridge was clearly devastated that shot did not go in. She collapsed to the turf for a couple seconds before coming up. And there are clear signs of frustration from the Falcons. This has just not been their night on the offensive end so far.
I was very unlucky.
Time is winding down here from Hughes Stadium. The Falcons need to continue to create chances. I've definitely noticed in the last couple minutes the Falcons have brought that back line farther up.
Try to put a little bit of a press on.
And it's clearly working as the Falcons have had much more possession in the last 2 minutes. A tactical change so far by Rudy Ruvalcaba. But a second Raider goal would be devastating. Great play by Haley Green a couple seconds ago. Stop another through ball. Oh, and Macy Backridge absolutely tackled number 13, Emma Davis, and she is going to be awarded a yellow card for that play.
Macy Backridge is going to be shown the yellow card on that play. Got in a little bit of a tussle with Emma Davis.
Yeah, and there's absolutely no doubt in my mind. That was a frustration foul there by Backridge. There's a great save by Lauren Towns. Going to look for Emma Thompson. Backridge is currently speaking with Coach Rudy Ruvalcaba. But, yeah, the ball was about 5 yards away. And
good golf there from the referee.
Ball was about 5 yards away.
Seeing that offsides.
Backridge just tackled the number 13, Emma Davis. A little bit surprised that wasn't a step up there, a red card. What do you think, Colin? You're more experienced than I am. Do you think that should have been a red?
Red card is definitely the last resort, especially in high school games. You don't want to see them have to sit out any. The ref was trying to nip these fouls in the bud early here. Show that yellow card there and try and stop any further escalation.
And the Falcons really need Backridge to be in there because of her offense. She provides a unique spark. The Falcons, she's going to check right back in for Dior Jupavion. Kayla Stevens going to check back in at right back. His junior right back, Kennedy Early, is going to come off the pitch after a good about 20 minutes of work. Ball is going to be blasted into the Falcon end. Haley Green with an interesting decision.
Poor clearance there from Haley Green. Seen her playing great all night. One little misstep could lead to another goal. Spell doom here for the Falcons.
Yeah, she certainly served that one up on a silver platter there for the Raiders, but they were unable to take advantage. And the scoreline stays 1-0. Raiders lead. Emma Thompson's looking for Macy Backridge on the sideline. It's going to be interesting who this free throw in. Sheesh. It's awarded to.
It's going to be a Falcons throw. Going to play it quickly here. Going to fall straight to Annie Barber. That'll be another Falcons throw.
The intensity of this game has certainly taken multiple notches up in the last 10 minutes here from Hughes Stadium. As the Falcons are currently pushing for an equalizer. They have all their defenders, all of their field players currently over the midway line. So they're desperately looking to score a goal and get a single point from this game with the Raiders.
Lexi Raquello with another good ball. Unfortunately, no one runs onto it.
Great defensive play there by senior Kayla Stevens. To control the pass and find a teammate, and Raquel is sprinting down.
Tries to dribble past her defender, but it does not work.
Yeah, great steal there by the Rio Americano defender. Emma Thompson starting the Falcon attack. She was looking for Macy Backridge there. It bounced off the Raider defender. And Backridge was pushed down there by a Raider.
Rio defender's going to come in from the back there. Looked like an obvious foul to me. Ref says the defender got all ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure there was any ball there, Colin, but
I definitely did not see it, but again, they are much closer down there. It's ultimately her call out there on the field.
I think the referees have done a good job tonight. Although Christian Brothers fans are currently disagreeing with my ideas, but they've done quality. Slower Town is going to control again for the Falcons. We are winding down here from Hughes Stadium. Just a couple minutes remaining. Falcons are desperately looking for a goal.
That ball is just going to slowly roll out the corner. Good play there from Julia Adley to try and clear the ball out. Lauren Town, well done coming out there. Way to stop that chance there from the Falcons. Another great save by Lauren Town. Easily has upwards of 10 saves here tonight. Most of them been difficult. She's not gotten an easy job here.
Yeah, without the efforts of Town, for sure, we could be looking at a multiple goal deficit for the Falcons. As another pass is intercepted by the Raiders. And is turned into some offense here. So Malia Evans is looking to put this game away. But a great stop there by Haley Green.
Number 1, Camille Litzter is dispossessed at the top of 18. Sent the ball out back toward midfield. Rio seems to be pressing for another goal here. Trying not to let the Falcons' recent attacks take the game away from them.
Yeah, I really like that strategy, Colin. Far too often you see teams just decide to play defense when they're leading by a goal instead of, if you score another goal, you go up by 2 late in the game. It can really end the game. Macy Backer's going to be called for a foul there.
Definitely,
midfield.
Definitely becomes a more exciting game when teams decide not to park the bus after they go up once or twice by 1 or 2 goals. It's a familiar tactic here in a lot of soccer.
I think it's definitely a tactic that sometimes you can get burned with. It's like playing with fire for sure.
Definitely.
The Raiders are not choosing to do it. So Annie Barber does a good job to break up that attack.
The referee did call offsides here, but the center will wave them down.
Emma Thompson, Macy Backrich, and Kaylee Kelly looking to make something happen here on offense. Backrich controlling. Looking for Kaylee Kelly. It's inside the 18.
Kaylee Kelly will be dispossessed inside the 18, but will win the ball back as the Rio defender just kicks it out of bounds to try and stop Kaylee Kelly from doing anything with it. Looks like we will see senior Emma Bruckner here for the first time in this game, as Kaylee Kelly will come on the field. Great effort from her tonight. She's played most of the game up top.
Yeah, and she certainly looks exhausted here in these final minutes. The Falcons definitely need to make the most of every final scoring chance they have, as each one could potentially be their last.
Great job to get the ball in the middle there from Emma Thompson, as Emma Bruckner on the ball, and the Falcons will be dispossessed. It's been a kickball for the past couple of runs here. And that's a great through ball, and Emma Thompson will just not be able to run onto it.
Yeah, beautiful pass there by Backrich to Emma Thompson. It's going to set up another throw-in for the Falcons inside the final third. But Backrich whiffs there, and
Rio will just bring it down the field. Looks to slow it down here a little bit, but Annie Barber will chase the ball all the way to the end, and goalkeeper Lauren Town will pick it up.
Beautiful hustle there by Barber. I've really been impressed by her fitness this evening. She's played all game long and really has not shown any signs of being tired.
She's played very hard all game long. Definitely, Mark.
There's a beautiful give and go there between Emma Thompson and Macy Backrich. Backrich is sprinting into the 18-yard box.
Great turn there from Backrich, as she will put the ball across, and that will be the first Falcons corner of the night.
Yeah, I was really impressed by Backrich's ability to stop on a dime there and whip that ball into the box.
See if the Falcons can convert this chance. They have not had any corners here tonight, so we'll see how this one goes. It's like they're bringing Julia Atley up to put some height in the middle there.
Appears that Emma Thompson's going to take this corner. She whips it into the box. It's headed away there by a Rio Americano defender.
And they will just attempt to clear it or go out of bounds.
Really a low kick there by Emma Thompson, which allowed Raider defender to get her head on it.
Kayla Stevens will have to climb into the bleachers to get that ball.
She certainly had no help there from the Rio Americano fans, so they want this clock to expire as quickly as possible, as we are certainly in the final minutes, possibly final seconds. Of course, in soccer, there is no definitive time, so whenever the referee decides that this game is over. We've had a string of throw-ins here. This Kayla Stevens is going to pass off to Maisie Backrich. Maybe the different throw-in taker will provide a little luck for the Falcons. That ball
Kayla Stevens with some great play there. Almost falls to her feet in the box.
Yeah, Stevens not usually an attacker, but was trying to turn that chance into her first goal of the season. As the senior Olivia Ledesma does a good job to push that one over to Annie Barber, who controls and has Emma Thompson on the left wing. Thompson is still going, whips it into the box, but it is intercepted by a Raider defender.
Raiders had 9 defenders in the box there, really trying not to give up this lead here.
And if they did, it would be a crushing blow for the Raiders, who have dominated this game tonight from Hughes Stadium. Here's Caleb Stevens going to take this throw in. Yeah, all 10 field players for the Raiders are down inside their 18-yard box.
Ball's going to be cleared out once again from Rio. And that will be full time here at Hughes Stadium. Tough loss here for the Falcons. They put up a fight here in these closing moments, but were unable to convert a chance on goal.
Yeah, the Falcons are going to drop to 4-1 here in Capital Athletic League play. With a tough 1-0 loss to the Raiders as both teams exchanged good words of sportsmanship, but really a tough one here for the Falcons, who really didn't deserve to win tonight, though. The Raiders were clearly the better team. They dominated possession, dominated the shots, and they are going to emerge with a victory. Going forward, Colin, what are you looking for the Falcons to do differently so that they
really to continue playing how they were in those last minutes, really putting the pressure on Rio and finding those holes through. Sad to see that shot not go in from Macy Backrich late in the second half, and a couple of missed opportunities early and late in the second half. Good to see the Falcons really turn it up in that second quarter. Mark, who do you see tonight as the talent player of the game?
It's a difficult question tonight here on a beautiful evening from Houston, but I think the CBTalent.com Player of the Game award goes to number 4, the junior midfielder, Macy Backrich. It was really a spark plug all night long for the Falcons. She really created all of the few offensive chances that the Falcons had there were really due to her aggressiveness, hustle, and quickness for sure. But none of them could connect and find the back of the net. The Falcons lose here tonight 1-0. We'd like to thank the other members of our team tonight. Jacob Jones, Owen Hunt on the camera, Sierra Benetti also on camera, Sinclair Warren, and my partner Colin McCarley. I am Mark Powers signing off. The Falcons fall short tonight 1-0. Good night, folks.